Hola, my name is Maria Vasquez and I am 39 years old. I'm Mexican. I am from Mérida, Yucatan. It's a small, beautiful city in Mexico. I grew up with my sister and my brother, mom and dad. I thought I had a bad childhood because we didn't have energy, we didn't have TV or fridge. But I remember I had a huge yard where always I was playing and where I learned how love nature and be away from TV made me love books. So since young age I started to read and I never stopped. Growing up I always was in a war with my mom because she couldn't understand me and I could understand her rules. For example, when I was 15 years, she wanted me marry with someone, and I said no. I want to go to the school, and she helped me with that. I went to high school, and after that, I started working without direction. I didn't have special skills. I didn't know where I was going, and where you do not know where you're going, you're gonna walk in circles. And I was doing that for many years. I didn't know God in my home. My parents say God exists, but we never pray. We never have a Bible. We only went to the church when it was a wedding or for Christmas, and I grew up Catholic. But I never was in because what I saw in religious people, I didn't know who really was God, but for sure it wasn't that. I tried to find, and when I was a teenager, I tried to find, and again, I didn't like what I saw. So I decided to go in my own understanding and didn't work. I made mistake by mistake after mistake, and the first couple when I was 20 when I started dating, and it was an abuser person. I was 4 years with him. Later, I moved with me. I didn't know about you. I was doing wrong, be living with a man without marry because I didn't know what God's needs needed from me. After 4 years living in abuse, a friend invited me to her house to live in him, and I was 23 years, 24, and the alcohol came to my life. And I thought I was free from abuser. And when I start to having parties and going out and alcohol, my life started to change terrible. I started going out, sleeping with everyone. I only wanted love from someone, and men only see me as a piece of meat. But anyway, I even in that dark side of my life that it was in parties and I only wanted a good relationship and I couldn't see I was doing wrong. I thought, why this has happened to me? I'm a good person. I like party, but I'm a single person. I can have fun, like many people say. But it's not having fun because you're not seeing the difference between when you having fun and you become a fun. And it's terrible the next day when it's a hangover and you feel terrible physically, mentally, and spiritually. But I spent 10 years of my life in that way. But I keep going with my classes. I took lessons of English, French, Italian, German, and I ended my career massage therapist. And I was doing good, but all my money was going in alcohol. And I moved me to Cancun, and I started my business in there, and I met men, and he was so nice with me, and showed me a world that I didn't know. After 1 year and a half dating with him, he asked me to move me here to United States, to Wisconsin. I never had an American dream, but I was in love, and I wanted to live all my life with him. And he told me that it was better if I moved me here because his company was here and start a new life, clean the slate. I moved me here, and we went to the attorney, and he asked me 2 years to marry me because a lot of money and family business were involved. I had no problem. I'm gonna spend all my life with this man, I said. So after 3 years, I found myself in a abusive relationship and stuck far away from my city. My visa I lost. It was expired in 6 months because it was a tourist visa. But the attorney say it's okay if you sure you're gonna marry, guys. She can stay here 2 years. Only she don't need to work and she don't need to drive. So the 3 years I was with him, I didn't work and I didn't drive, and I was trying to keep clean my status. And after 3 years, we didn't marry. I was stuck here, and I only have two choices: come back to Mexico or stay here as many of my Mexican siblings that are here. I chose the hard way because I couldn't stay with a man who didn't love me. I tried so hard to save my relationship, but I was doing by myself. He didn't listen to me, and I always wanted to talk with him. Hey, something is not going good, and he always told me, "Oh, you are crazy. We're okay." And finally, I decided to leave him, and it's sad because I didn't work when I was with him, so it was little hard. I lived in a warehouse for 2 years, and finally, I saved my money, and I could rent my beautiful place where I am today. Because when I came here 6 years ago, I was still, I don't want to know nothing about God. Please do not tell me. Nope. Thank you, but no thank you. And when I came here, my ex-boyfriend have a friend. And what I saw in that lady, till today, she's still my best friend. He gave me something great, my best friend. This woman, every Sunday, was in church. I'm like, where are you going? Church? Every Sunday, every Sunday. And we start to being involved and spending more time together. And one Sunday I say, okay, whatever. I'm going to go with you to the church. And when I arrived in that church, it was worship. And my tears started coming and ruining, and I couldn't understand, like, what is going on. And I hear a voice that say, finally, you arrive home. It was beautiful, and I started to come in every Sunday, and I started reading, and I tried to read the Bible many times before, but I couldn't do it. And this time I started reading, and in 1 year I read 3 times the Bible, and I started understanding what God needed from me and change what I was doing wrong. And it's beautiful because my life started changing, because it was in that moment when I saw I had everything material with him, but I didn't have love and respect. And what is money without love and respect is anything. And I decided to leave him, and it's when the fun started. Always is for me the correct people that can help me in my journey. And when I started trusting him and believe the promises that is written in the Bible, the miracles start to happen, because everybody want to expect a miracle, right? But need a miracle is like anything else can work, and nobody want to be in that position. And I have been in these 3 years I have been by myself here have been moments that I have ever said, God, I hate you, I hate you, I hate you. Because when the things do not go how I want, because I work so hard, I get frustrated. Little by little, as a diamond is give me shape and the shiny and polish me in a way that he only can do, because I never imagined be where I am by myself. Well, not by myself, by his grace. And it's totally differently. My best friend not only bring me to know the Lord, but what I saw in her, integrity, honesty, hard work, discipline, it was things that I didn't have before. I struggled so hard. My neighbor who is in front of my house, she's a gardener as I am, and she invited me to this beautiful church after being praying. My church was so far away from me, and I don't have a car, and I need to go to my church, and who's gonna go, because I have no way to go. And I was praying, Lord, you know how important for me is go to your house and adore you and worship you. And my neighbor, who is really introvert person, she crossed the street that day after 1 year living in the same street and do not talk. And she told me about these plants that she wanted to give me. And I went and grabbed the plants, and suddenly she invited me, do you want to come to my church tomorrow? Yes, I want to come to this church. And when I came here, I am in contact with beautiful people who is helping me to grow, helping me to find all my gifts that the Lord have given to me and share with everyone. And my life is marvelous now. I have many times when I get frustrated, yes, because when I work hard, and the end is no. But now it's little by little, that frustration, I'm understanding what the Lord wants to tell me in that moment, because when we are in situation, it's because we need to pass that test, our test. If you pass that test, a stronger test is gonna come. We're gonna be tested all our life. For that reason, we are here. Life is the school. And when we open our eyes and the situation or the problems we have, is when the grace of God can work through us and show that the people believe, for the people who believe, everything is possible. And remember when I told you I didn't have special skills? Today, I am on my way to be the best cello player. I want to offer my cello to him, to play music, to honor him and glorify him. I'm a gardener. I'm a baker. I'm a feeder. I always am cooking delicious meal for everyone. My senior pastor wife baptized me with the tamale queen, because I made the best tamales ever. I love participate in a speech contest. 2 years ago, I won 2 contests, and the last year, I won 3 contests. My goal is win the international contest, and it's six contests. So this year, I'm going for the next level, because with the Lord, everything is possible. We never know tomorrow what another skill I'm going to add to my life, or He's going to add to my life. God always talked to me through Jeremiah. This piece actually is a gift that somebody gave me from Tulsa, Oklahoma. And it was a beautiful story how he put me this. This in the front is heal me, and it's Jeremiah 14:17 that heal me and I will heal, save me and I will save because you are who I praise. And not many people know that my prophet is Jeremiah, but people without not knowing always are giving me a pieces. I have a rock that one of my friends gave me when I just became Christian, and it was Jeremiah 29:11 because I know the plans I have for you. And that stones have like 5 years with me, and always I have in one of my pockets, or I have lost for 1 year, and later I found it. After that, I was checking the Bible, and this Bible passage called my attention. Jeremiah 33:3, call to me and I will show you great and mighty things which you do not know, that I'm making huge and I put in my bedroom with music notes. And I went to visit a friend in Oklahoma, and I always went out to run in the mornings. And one day I left the residential and I saw a mobile homes, and I was running the mobile homes, and I saw this lady with the white hair as snow. She was giving me her back because she was doing something in her garage, getting ready a garage sale. And I was running, and I didn't want to bother her, but I hear my heart say hello. And I answered, oh, she's busy. No, the Lord say hello. And I say hello. That hello took me 3 hours because we started talking. And when I say hello, she turned her face, and it was the deepest blue eyes I have ever seen in my life. And she asked me, are you my neighbor? And I said, no, I am from Milwaukee. Oh, you are my neighbor from Milwaukee. And we started talking, and she started to speak in Spanish. And how you learn Spanish? And she told me that she grew up as a missionary. Her parents was a missionary, and they were in Mexico. And she started to talk to me about all the trips that she has been in Mexico, in Africa. And she told me that she was a gardener. She was like 80 something years, but she was a little sick and she couldn't do her garden, and it was a jungle. And I said, you know what? I will help you. And don't tell me where you live. I told her, I will find you. I found her. And yes, it was a jungle, her house, a real jungle. I started helping her 3 or 4 hours every day, like at 5 in the morning to 8, 9 a.m. I was every single day helping her. In the last day, I spent like 7 hours. And one of those days disappeared in my purse. And I was like, what is this beautiful piece? And I asked my friend, hey, is yours? No, but this looks like a beautiful piece that you must to use. And I went with her, Anita, it was her name. I said, Anita, did you put this in my purse? And she answered me, I never have been that piece in my life, but look like something here in Hebrew. So we found it and say, heal me. And it was a gift that suddenly appeared with my prophet and my purse that I know she put for me. But she didn't want to accept. But I know she was. And I was babysitting in my city too. And my boss, she didn't know neither that Jeremiah was my prophet, and give me a book, my notebook, with Jeremiah 29:11. And I know the Lord always talked to me by Jeremiah. God never make mistakes. This has become my best phrase when things do not go as I expect, as I want, when I feel my heart heavy, when I film in moments that I cannot do anymore and I'm tired and I cannot feel something maybe, because he do not make mistakes. Many times we're going to be in places that we don't like to be, because it's not fun, right? When we are in sadness, when we are frustrated, when we are upset, when we are depressed, is not fun. But I think it's our spirit trying to awake us, the Holy Spirit. And I don't know where you are right now, but any situation you are struggling or living is not forever. I cannot see all the picture. Only I can feel that is not what I expect, and it's really easy become angry, become upset. But my God see all the picture, and I totally trust and believe in Him. And I'm 39 years, and I was seeing my background, and He never left me, even when I didn't believe in Him. I didn't want to know Him, but He always was in all my situation, and He wanted better and expect much better than I was expecting on one. And for that reason, when I feel my heart heavy, I know He do not make mistakes, and He is bringing something bigger in my life.